Hey folks, it's Chris in Tallahassee just before I depart a short while for my flight back to central Pennsylvania. Well, I read an article while sitting in the airport reading the news from the South African. And you know, it's funny, useful idiots are only as useful as long as the left can use you for race hustling, race baiting, and whatever nefarious purposes they have in hand. The South African runs an article about Jessie Griesel once again, famously giving her lots of oxygen just a few days ago about the Student Representative Council, some university student government position. Can you imagine a national publication carries a story about a student at some university? Why? Because she's white and she's supporting the EFF. How can the South African do something like this? Well, because she's a useful idiot. And just like Jack Markowitz, she solves their purposes and needs. Have you heard about Jack Markowitz since Brockenfell? I haven't heard of the guy. Just disappeared completely. Either his family shut him up or the EFF had him for what they need him for, a useful idiot, to give them cover when their racist activities were taking place. But how could a student, this is what the South African says, this student has made her own slice of history. How? Because your leftist, captured, lamestream, fake stream media ran an article about a student government candidate because she knows nothing of life, hasn't reached the tender age of 20, and is going to preach to the world about Marxism and Lenin. She doesn't know anything about that. Certainly not the applications of it. She certainly didn't show that she knew anything about it in the interview she's done previously. So they gave her oxygen. And yes, she's getting oxygen from this story, but this story is about useful idiots and how the mainstream, lamestream, fake stream media and all of these political parties will use useful idiots. The Democrats use useful idiots. Romney became a useful idiot for them during the Trump administration. Have you heard about Mitt Romney lately? Not a peep. He's still in the Senate, but you wouldn't know it because the mainstream, lamestream, fake captured media don't care what Mitt Romney has to say anymore because he's not a useful idiot to attack Donald Trump. So how can a nobody, no accomplishment, hasn't reached the age of 20, college student running for a student government position get so much oxygen? Because she's a useful idiot. This misandric youth, this man-hating youth, attacked the Democratic Alliance and John Steenhuisen, the party's leader, for letting a mediocre white man be their only voice. Excuse me? Why do you attack his gender? Why are you a misandric person? What is that all about? What does his gender have to do with anything? Typical leftist garbage. Attacking him and attacking him for his race. No less a idiotic leftist woke tard herself, attacking people for their skin pigmentation. This is what the left does. Bigotry, racism, and hatred on display all the time. The political left does this all the time. So this know-nothing university student who's gotten oxygen now twice from the South African is getting some more from my story, but this is really not about her. It's about the fake stream media and how useful idiots are around. As I mentioned, Mitt Romney, a good example of it. John McCain became a useful idiot when Trump was president until he passed away. And then he suddenly was a hero again. He was a useful idiot in death to the left. Here's the thing that I have to share with you, Miss Griesel. One day you'll wake up and mature and you'll realize that useful idiots like yourself are only famous so long as the race hustlers and the race merchants have a need for you. Once you've satisfied their needs, they don't care about you, just like they don't care about black, brown, or white South Africans or Americans. Crazy stuff, folks. Crazy stuff. Anyway, so just knock it off. Knock it off. Stop attacking a person because of their gender. Stop attacking a person because of their ethnicity or race. It's vile. It's idiotic. And particularly coming from an 18, 19-year-old, whatever it is you are, it's moronic. It's beyond stupid. So please stop it. Folks, if you're not a subscriber to Chris Wyatt Africa, why don't you become one? Smash that button right there and become a subscriber. Appreciate your support for the channel. God bless. And Miss Griesel, you're going to continue to get oxygen as long as you keep spouting nonsense. And perhaps that's the reason you're doing it. But run for student government and figure out something while you're at university. Learn something in life. Cheers, everybody. Take care.